Sunram. Sunram finds it. OC left pocket 3 on the way. Tickles it Twine.
Now it's Matty Bass on the drive. Bass, nice move, and Bass with an easy layup.
To the feet, Ruppel brought back down. O'Connor, though, lost the grab and down to the mat. Ruppel with a chance for a pin with a minute 15. There it is.
Pick and roll, Kaloran. Hooks it underneath, and a bunny for Hannig.
Right side to Charlie Shaw. Shaw looks right, drives in, attacks the double team, and splits him for the layup.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Saturday afternoon inside of Gwinner, where today it is a basketball doubleheader here between Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier, the Rebels going up against the Bulldogs of Sargent County. I'm Chase Miller with you here today, and welcome to our pregame show, where the Rebels at 5-6 on the season, squaring off with the 8-3 Sargent County Bulldogs. This is a rematch of the Region 1 Division B championship last year inside the Jamestown Civic Center, in which Sargent County will go on for a 52-48 victory over Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier. The last time these two teams played again was earlier here last year in 2024. The Rebels eventually, from a season ago, finished as the state runners-up, losing to Mayport CG from the Jamestown Civic Center 55-41. They finished 21-6. 2 years ago, and were the Region 3 champs and finished 5th place at the state tournament. Again, it's Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier going up against the Sargent County Bulldogs. Sargent County at 24-4 last year, defeating Maple River in the District 1 title at North Dakota State College of Science, then eventually able to beat Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier again in the Region 1 championship from the Jamestown Civic Center 2 years ago when it was the old Class B system. Bulldogs finished 4th place at the Region 1 tournament at the Shack in Class B. Coming up, we'll talk a little bit more about these two respective programs. Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier losing Matea Mathern, a UND women's basketball player now this season. Talk about how they're falling into the year so far this year. Same thing with Coach Randy Searstead and the Sargent County Bulldogs in terms of who they lost, some of the players coming back. Get to our starting lineups, and also we'll give you a little preview of the boys basketball game as well. Again, it's Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier, and Sargent County. This is our pregame show today here from Gwinner, North Dakota.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Hi, this is Jim, and with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country, visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moher. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
A small double dip here today, a non-district game. It is a matchup of two Region 1 foes, however, between the Rebels and the Sargent County Bulldogs. For Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier, 5-6 on the season. This is their third game of the week. Tuesday, a 54-17 win at Ellendale. Then on Thursday, they lost to Lemoore Litchfield-Marion at Lemoore, 62-50, snapping their three-game winning streak here for the Rebels. The Rebels so far in the season, 5-0 in scoring 53 or more more points here for head coach Rory Ency's club. After today for EKM, they'll have a game with Medina Pinger Buchanan upcoming on Tuesday for a District 2 game, then going up against Napoleon Gacko Streeter for another District 2 game on Friday here for the Rebels. It is under a month till district basketball play for tournaments begin for District 2 at the Jamestown Civic Center. District 1 will be at the Bubble at Valley City State University. Speaking of District 1, the Sargent County Bulldogs at 8-3 so far on the season. They're 2-3 in their last 5 games, however. On Monday, they defeated Enderlin 57-35. Then on Thursday, a 44-37 loss at Oaks for the Sargent County Bulldogs. Up next for Sargent County, Tuesday, they'll have a basketball doubleheader with Weimar Lidgewood. Nick Furch will be back on the call for you on that one here for the Bulldog fans. Again, Weimar Lidgewood strolls into town on Tuesday for a double dip for boys and girls basketball. Friday, then, for Randy Searsted's club, they will make their way to Richland for a District 1 matchup with the Richland Colts. And a note, yesterday's boys basketball game for Sargent County and Maple River, that has been rescheduled on January the 30th in Tower City. That particular night was going to be a Maple River Sargent County girls basketball game, but now that'll be a doubleheader between the Bulldogs and the Rebels. So again, January 30th, there'll be a doubleheader between boys and girls for Maple River and Sargent County. For the Bulldogs, similar to what the Rebels were, Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier, again 5-6. They're 5-0 when they score 53 or more points. For the Bulldogs, it's very similar. They're 8-0 when they score 53 or more. So the key to the game today is to get to 53 if you're either club. Sargent County 0-3 with their 3 losses being held to 38 points or less here for Sargent County. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll get to our Division B girls basketball poll. Let you know games coming up here throughout the week on yourliveevent.com. That and more here today from Gwinner. This is the Rebels and the Bulldogs for Region 1 Girls Hoops on yourliveevent.com.
At North Sargent School, we believe in empowering students for a bright future. From our caring teachers and innovative programs to our focus on academic excellence and community involvement, North Sargent is where students thrive. With small class sizes and personalized attention, we ensure every student gets the support they need to succeed, both in the classroom and beyond. Proud to be a part of our growing community, we're shaping tomorrow's leaders today. North Sargent School, preparing learners today to thrive in the future.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
Between the Bulldogs and the Rebels here in the latest Division B girls basketball poll, Sargent County coming in at the last spot in the top 10 at number 10. Receiving votes of Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, Lytton, HMB, and Oaks. A new poll will be coming out on Monday. But again, the latest poll has one team in Region 1 in the top 10, and then you got 3 of them just outside knocking on the door with the Lobos, the Lions, and the Tornadoes here in the latest poll. Oaks did beat Sargent County again earlier this week, and Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion did beat Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier. The number 1 team is Benson County, a squad that will make their way to Sargent County in February. They're receiving 15 first-place votes. Kenmare Bowbells, the Hawkers, are number 2 with 6 first-place votes. Tioga, number 3. Central McLean, number 4. And Berthold at number 5. The center and western part of the state, a lot of flavor in the top 5 in the girls' basketball poll. Mayport CG at number 6 with Washburn 7. Bowman County 8, Hatton Northwood 9, and then Sargent County at number 10. Hatton Northwood lost to Benson County earlier this week in about double digits. A close game, though, for the Thunder in that one between the number 1 and 9 teams in the state of North Dakota. Coming up a little bit later on after the conclusion of our girls contest, give it about 20 minutes or so, we'll get to the boys game featuring EKM, Kevin Strobel's club, at 6-3 on the season following a win at Kidder County on Tuesday night, 61-36. They've won back-to-back games on the boys' side, trying to make it now 3 straight and get to 7-3 on the year. Well, for Sargent County and head coach Ryan Weber's club, losing their entire starting 5 with graduation from a season ago, looking to still find some roles, find some leaders on the team as they continue to move into the season here. They've yet to play a district game, so everything is still very much on the table for Ryan Weber's club, even though the Bulldogs are 0-6 on the season. Tuesday they lost to Ellendale in boys basketball 46-37, and a reminder, their game with Maple River, that was postponed due to weather, the wind, and the road conditions yesterday. That game will be made up on the 30th in Tower City, part of a doubleheader with the Maple River Raiders. So again, it's Sargent County and Edgeley Montpelier coming up a little bit later on here today. Probably looking, if this one's going to tip close to 1, you're probably looking closer to maybe about a 3 o'clock start on the boys basketball game a little bit later on. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll let you know what's going on yourliveevent.com here coming up on Monday throughout the week. Also, we'll get to our starting lineups, keys to victory, that and more. It is Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier, and Sargent County. Game 1 of 2 of our doubleheader. It continues after this for our pregame show on yourliveevent.com. The Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars chapter is a nonprofit foundation that supports academic success in the community. The mission is to mobilize the community on behalf of post-secondary education success for the students. Dollars for Scholars chapters help hometown students achieve their educational goals by raising scholarship funds, establishing endowments, and more. For more information, scan the QR code on screen or stop by the Sargent Central School District. This game is brought to you in part by Farmers Union Insurance, David Bergman Agency.
Sargent Central Public School, helping others create themselves, things, and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Coming up later today here on YourLiveEvent.com, boys basketball Division A. Lisbon makes their way to Hillsborough Central Valley for a boys contest here for the Burros, just coming off a game last night with the Thompson Tommies. Lisbon, Hillsborough Central Valley JV at 1:30 with the boys to follow. Some hockey up north in Minnesota, the Red River Lakes Stars going up against Warroad for girls hockey. Also to later this afternoon, West Fargo, Cheyenne, and Warroad for boys hockey as well. On Monday, high school basketball with Richland and Northern Canton, North Dakota boys hoops, alongside with rugby in Carrington. Hillsborough Central Valley will tangle with Park River area. That will be again on Monday. Then Tuesday, a wholesale of competition from wrestling to hockey to basketball. We got you covered on Tuesday. Go to yourliveevent.com. Again, basketball doubleheader with Weimar, Lidgewood, and Sargent County. Girls get underway at 4:30 with the JV portion of the broadcast. Girls at 6, boys will follow at 7:30. Lisbon will make their way to Northern Castle, where North Dakota boys basketball game. Ada Borup West crosses the river to Thompson. So go to yourliveevent.com or simply subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching Your Live Event. You have the girls' Store Hog this weekend in Lisbon for wrestling. The boys' Store Hog will be next Friday and Saturday. We got you covered here across the state of North Dakota and, of course, the state of Minnesota as well. And your home for the District 1 boys and girls basketball tournament will be yourliveevent.com as well. Take a look on the schedule. It is crazy to think, but we are under a month away from getting the District 1 girls basketball tournament underway on Friday, February the 14th from Valley City State University. It will be the quarterfinal round action from VCSU on that Friday the 14th. The boys will get going then from the North Dakota State College of Science on the 28th of February for District 1. Again, the District 1 boys and girls basketball tournament is on yourliveevent.com. District 2 will be in Jamestown for those same dates. The 14th for the girls, the 28th of February will be for the boys when those respective tournaments get underway. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll put a bow on our pregame show and get you ready for the starting lineups. That is next.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search Your Live Event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
Today, broadcasting from the Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth. Stock Growers Bank is your small-town bank and big-time partner with Stock Growers mobile app. Experience banking at your fingertips anytime, anywhere. Bank near so you can go far with Stock Growers Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Again, broadcasting today in Gwinner from the Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth. That is our pregame show. We come back after this. It's the starting lineups and the opening tip here on this Saturday afternoon for part one of our second doubleheader. It's Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier, the Rory NC Rebels, at 5-6 on the season, looking to get to the 500 mark with a win here today, going up against the 10th-ranked Bulldogs of Sargent County, who are 8-3 on the season, head coached by Randy Stierstead here for Sargent County, looking for a W, would get to 9-3 on the season. And that does it for our pregame show. Starting lineups and the opening tip is next in Winter.
Operations. Stay ahead of the curve by learning how to maximize your efficiency in the field with solutions for every season. Register for Winter Conference 2025 at planterdoc.com.
Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is your local LG Seeds and Dairyland seed dealership. They offer the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans along with alfalfa. Anderson Seed Farms is also a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred spring wheat seed, which was the top grown spring wheat in North Dakota last year. If you'd like to know more about these industry-leading products, contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at 701-724-3601 or check out andersonseedfarms.com.
Sargent Central Public School, helping others create themselves things and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
As we get you ready for the starting lineups here today, Chase Miller alongside Connor Olson with you here as we take a look at our starting lineups. Olivia Brumman here, the 5'6 senior guard. Also in the backcourt here will be Anna Schleck, the 5'2 junior guard. You'll see Jocelyn Birch as well with her, with Betsy Huber, and then alongside with Libby Mathern here, the 5'9 senior forward. So again, Olivia Brumman with Betsy Huber, Anna Schlecht with Miss Birch, Jets Jalen, and then Libby Mathern here for head coach Rory Ency's club, averaging 44 points per game offensively, defensively giving up 43 points per contest. For the Sargent County Bulldogs, they'll roll like this: Emma Bixby, a 5'2 senior guard. Also Lily Lee, the 5'10 senior forward. Carly Cadoon, the 5'9 junior forward here for Sargent County. The 18th happy birthday girl, Sadie Newstel, again celebrating her 18th birthday with a basketball game here today in Gwinner. The 5'7 senior forward. And Ashlyn Sundquist here, the 5'11 senior center. So Bixby, Lee, Cadoon, Newstel, and Sundquist here for head coach Randy Searstead and the Sargent County Bulldogs, averaging 52 points per game while defensively giving up 34 points per contest. The key today in this one is get to 53. The Rebels 0-6 this season when scoring 52 or less. 5-0 when scoring 53 or more. And it's the same stat line for Sargent County. They're 8-0 when they score 53 or more, 0-3 when they score underneath. An opening tip here in Gwinner just before the top of the hour here at 12:57. And Sargent County will start with the basketball here as the Bulldogs will be out in their white uniforms with the dark blue numerals with Bulldogs. That's lettering, that is, with the gray numerals. Well, for the Edgeley Kulm Montpelier Rebels here, they'll be in their black uniforms with that dark yellow, almost looking gold Rebels across the front in cursive. Ball will go right-handed side for EKM. They go right to the paint. Left-handed layup on the way. This one will be off the mark. No good on the attack by Birch. Ball will go out of play, and it will be Sargent County with the basketball. Yeah, not a district game, but it could be a potential meeting here in about a month and a half in Jamestown if both teams are fortunate to get through their District 1 and District 2 tournaments respectively and make it back to the region tournament, which was a rematch of last year's Region 1 title here between Sargent County and Edgeley Kulm Montpelier. And the Bixby here at the top of the key, handoff now to Cadoon. Cadoon jumper from 17. That'll go long. Rebound here to EKM as it'll be to Brumman. Olivia, the 5'6 senior guard. This one gets pushed up the floor to Birch. Birch on the drive again. Left-handed layup, this time able to finish it off for 2 points. Opening 2 points goes to Edgeley Kulm Montpelier here. Nice little transition bucket there for the Rebels. Near sideline goes Cadoon. Cadoon will handle it back up top to Sundquist, able to reverse it. Lee coming off a little flex screen, asking for it on the interior. Lee muscling her way. Double team comes. Kick out to Bixby. Back up top to Cadoon for the lead. Three-pointer. Got it! Carly Cadoon with the triple and give the Region 1 Senior Athlete of the Year in volleyball, Emma Bixby, the assist. Left-handed side, Rebels going to drive here as they're able to get right to the 10. Betsy Huber able to make it now 4-3. So not quite transition, but enough to where Sargent County wasn't set up defensively. And the Rebels with back-to-back made field goals. Cadoon here at the top of the key, taking a little rub screen by Newstel. She'll step into another three. That'll go off the side of the iron. Rebound to Libby Mathern. Outlet goes the other side of the floor. Bixby got a hand on it as it was tipped out of bounds as they were looking for Schlecht. And you'll see EKM with the basketball. Edgeley Kulm Montpelier and Sargent County both have played good schedules here early on. The Rebels again losing a stud, Matea Mathern, a season ago to the University of North Dakota for women's basketball. Three-pointer here with Anna Schlecht. That'll be long. Rebound comes down to Carly Cadoon. Now up the other side of the floor. Bixby will see this one underneath to Newstel. The Sadie Newstel missing it, and then the rebound coming up here to Anna Schlecht. Bulldogs would like to have that one back, other side of the floor. This one will be with Mathern. Libby able to drive, and she gets fouled. And this will see if it's on the floor or if it's in the act of shooting. And they will say it is in the act of shooting. So Libby heads to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul will be assessed on Kadoon, her first and the team's first. But going back to Matea Mathern, over 1,600 career points for the Rebels, 494 steals and 287 assists for the Rebels. Hence why she was the Region 1 Senior Athlete of the Year, now playing at the University of North Dakota. So for the Rebels, you lose a player like that without question. You're going to learn some different roles, find some different meaning on what you maybe were last year coming back to this season. Bulldogs do as well lost a couple of seniors. Hallie Nelson kind of being that 1-2 inside-out combination with Kadoon from a season ago. Lee at the right wing looking for a cutting teammate. Gets one underneath to Sundquist here. Sundquist throws it up, and Sundquist able to get the shooter's touch. It's now tied at 5, our first tie of the contest with 5:23 left to play here in the first quarter of play. Ball gets skipped right-hand side. Turnover as Kadoon will come up with it. Bixby looking up the floor, up and over to Sadie Newstill. Newstill bounce pass across the paint, getting back well defensively. Here is Sargent County with Libby Mattern to bat that one out of bounds on the end line. Here in Gwinner, the former home, or still the current home, but with the co-op now of Milner, North Sargent, and alongside with Foreman here, the old Sargent, North Sargent Bobcats logo on center courts. Both teams with the co-op with Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier as well. Kadoon at the right wing skips it to Sundquist. Sundquist on the pass that'll eventually end up in the hands of a Rebel. That's Birch. Turnover here for the Bulldogs. Birch with it, able to reverse pivot, nearly a walk. Huber, right-handed side. This will go to Mathern. Mathern back up top to Birch. Birch is going to drive with the left hand, blocked by Lee. Sundquist outlet gives it to Bixby. Bixby baseball pass up the floor to Lee. Lee will see this one underneath, finds Bixby cutting to the paint off the window for 2. Lee with the assist. Give Emma Bixby the made field goal here. The Bulldogs with a 7-5 lead. Ball will go left-hand side, left wing 3 for the answer. No, that'll be short after Brumman's shot. Rebound gets tipped down and eventually in the hands of Bixby. Bixby able to get her way to the right wing. Free throw line extended up top to Lee, as now it gives back to Kadoon. Kadoon will see this one as Randy Searstead calls out the offense. Kadoon bounce pass, right-handed side to Sundquist. Sundquist with a couple of dribbles, able to go up, and she gets fouled. First foul of the game here on the Rebels. And will be 2 free throws. Foul coming on Libby Mathern, her first, and the team's first here for Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier. Rebels took a 2-0 lead. Sargent County with a made 3, made it 3-2. Then EKM took the lead back and eventually tied at 5, and now it's been Sargent County with their largest lead of the game early on here in the first quarter at 3. Second free throw attempt will be upcoming here on the way for Sundquist, and that one is up and in. Sundquist now with 4 points, and Sargent County leads it here at 9-5, so nice little mini run for the Bulldogs right now in this first quarter. Mathern will see this one. Mathern taking a dribble, bounce pass, right-handed side interior to Birch. Birch off the window, good for 2. Jalen Birch now has 4 as she weaves her way in the paint against that zone defense and finishes with the left hand. Bulldogs with Bixby, right-handed side of Kadoon. Kadoon at the wing, looking for it on the interior right-hand side. Lee, bounce pass, Sundquist from the block, no. Backside rebound here for the Rebels with Brumman. That's Olivia. And Olivia gets the outlet here as the Rebels will push it up the floor with Huber. Huber at the left wing, hands it off to Birch. Birch gets cut off at the free throw line. Now to Brumman. Brumman able to make a scoop shot off the backboard, no. Ball gets tapped down and it's off of who? And it will be off of Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier there with Betsy Huber. Media timeout on the floor, 3:18 left to play in the first quarter. It's 9-7 Sargent County here on your liveevent.com.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank Community Bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's game one of our doubleheader here today on yourliveevent.com. A reminder, the boys will tip a little bit later on, probably closer to about 3 o'clock by the time you get to warm-ups and everything here. 9-7 at the 3:18 mark here in this first quarter play. Sargent County with an advantage so far. EKM led by Birch with 4 points. Sundquist with 4 points here for the Bulldogs. Newstill at the left wing gives this one to Lee. Lee taking the screen, skips it to Bixby. Now to the baseline to Cadoon. Cadoon on the interior to Sundquist. Double team comes, but Sundquist able to throw it up off the window. And Sundquist now with 6 and a game high for Sargent County. Yeah, 5'11" Sundquist to 5'10" Lee, a 5'9" Cadoon. That's a lot of size to deal with as the Bulldogs will have a 1-3-1 zone. Left-handed side ball goes on the high post to Schleck. Schleck will lose this one. Cadoon shovels it up the floor. Here goes Bixby. Bixby with a crow hop off the window. No. Rebound on the interior, and Sundquist is going to hit the deck, and we'll have a tie-up in the arrow. Will stay with Sargent County. Sundquist also on the floor there. Good job by Anna Schleck getting back well defensively here for the Rebels. Bulldogs on the inbounds with Newstill here. Newstill will see this one. Now to Bixby. Bixby gives it back to Sandy at the wing. Newstill with the dribble. Bounce pass interior to Sundquist. Sundquist lost it on the deck looking for the block-to-block pass to Lee. Lee gets on the floor. Now it goes to Newstill, and then we'll see a foul here on Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier. RNC not too happy with the call coming, thinking there maybe was a push beforehand on a Bulldog, but nothing's granted. Foul will be the second one of the game here for Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier. As they're trying to, again, see who the foul was assessed to here on EKM. As the foul will be on number 2 here, that's Cherlin. Maisie, the 5'7" sophomore guard, will pick up her first. Sundquist on the inside shot, no. Rebound comes down to Libby Mathern. That'll be her second. Mathern will see this one on the front court here for the Rebels. Right-handed side with it now is a jumper on the way by Brumman. That'll go short. Rebound here to Lee. Lee will get the board. Bixby will see this one in transition. Now right-handed side to Cadoon. Cadoon at the wing. Passes it to Sundquist. Gives it to Bixby off the window for 2. Emma Bixby able to cut without the basketball there. And just a nicely done bounce pass to Sundquist, who had a defender on her back hip. So she just kind of gave and paved the way a little bit there for Bixby. Right-hand side. This one off the hand of Brumman, and a third turnover here for the Rebels. 13-7, Sargent County with the advantage with 1:42 to play here in this first quarter, as the Bulldogs will seat on the front court here with Bixby. Man pressure defense continuing here for the Rebels. Right-handed side. This one goes to Lee. Lee on the interior to Cadoon. This one gets batted around. Cadoon on the floor to Sundquist. Sees this one off the hand. It'll be last touch off the ricochet off of Lee, and a turnover. That'll be the second one here for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs back in action on Tuesday, hosting the Warbirds of Weimar-Lidgewood. EKM will be hosting Madonna Pinger Buchanan as well on Tuesday night. So you get a Monday to practice and Tuesday to get right back in action. Here goes EKM down the baseline as they give this one out to Brumman. Brumman will see it at the right wing, able to skip this one for the Rebels. Left-handed side as EKM will have it on the drive with Birch, and a foul here on Sargent County. Sadie Newstill will pick up her first, the team second here with 67 seconds left in this first quarter of play. EKM will inbound the basketball. Bounce pass to the high post to Cherlin to the wing. Here's a 3. Got it, making a deep two-pointer. Deep two-pointer on the way for Brumman. She becomes the 4th different Rebel in the scoring column here, as it's a 4-point margin in this first. Bixby, home run pass to Sundquist across the lane, now to Lee. Lee muscling her way, shot up, no. Rebound will go to Huber, her first. Huber outlet pass to Mathern at the wing. Mathern, little hesitation, trying to get by Newstill, and able to finish for 2. Libby Mathern with her first field goal. She's got 3. It's a little 4-0 run here for EKM. Up and over, Sundquist at the wing. Sundquist taking a dribble on the baseline here. Kick out to Cadoon. She steps back into a 3. That'll be long off the iron, but look at Sundquist handle this one. Sundquist will give it now to Cadoon, high off the window, short. Rebound here for Mathern, and Mathern wants to run again. Mathern wants to tie this one up. Shot fake got Bixby up in the air and finished for 2. make it a 4-0 to a 6-0 run now for the Rebels. Kadoon finds it to Lee across the paint, and we'll have a tie-up, and the Rebels essentially force a turnover there with 6.8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Birch will see it, and a flurry of scoring here for the Rebels in the last 60 seconds. 5 seconds, Rebels got to go as they do. Mather and Bixby gets the steal. 2 seconds to beat the horn. That one rattles out, and that's how we'll end our first quarter of play after 8 minutes here in Gwinner. Knotted at 13 apiece on your liveevent.com.
Your home for the North Dakota District 1 basketball tournaments is yourliveevent.com.
Up by 1, bounce pass inside Kadoon. Kadoon takes the ball screen jumper from 14, got it to go.
The girls tournament tips on Friday, February 14th from Valley City State University. Boys tournament gets underway on Friday, February 28th at the North Dakota State College of Science.
Hand off now to Rayshawn. Earl takes a ball screen, left wing. Earl, dribble, pullback, 3 on the way. Nothing but twine.
That's the District 1 basketball tournaments on yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
After 1 quarter of play here in Gwinner, it's tied at 13 apiece. It was 13-7 with 1:42 left to play in the quarter. A 6-0 run for EKM to tie this one up. Bulldogs led by the 6 of Sunquest, while the Rebels are led by the 5 of Libby Mather, with a couple of those field goals coming late in the quarter. You'll see Bixby here at the top of the key. Mallory Bogart newly inserted with the basketball, left-handed side to Bixby. Also Dangan. There's a nice pass across the paint now for Lee, and then we'll see a foul underneath. Foul will be on Brumman. That'll be her first and the team's first here after Anand Dang, the 6'2 sophomore setter, getting a little bit of run here for Sargent County. Kadoon coming off a screen jumper from 15. That'll go long. Rebound here, going to be 1, and good hustle there by Bogart. Off the bench, Lee, 15-footer. That'll be off the side of the backboard. Rebound to Mather, and Mather wants to run. Bounce pass up the floor to Birch. Birch from the left block off the window for 2. Making an 8-0 run here for the Rebels. 15-13, EKM with the lead. First lead since early on in the first quarter. Ball will go right-handed side to Lee. Give it back. Bogart to regain the lead. 3-pointer. That'll go short. Dang will see this one. Pass it to Kadoon. Kadoon from the baseline. This one will go short. As you'll see it now here for the Rebels. Trying to add on to that advantage with Brumman on the baseline. Brumman, we'll see it at the wing. Give it to the baseline. Jumper on the way by Huber. And there's going to be a blocking foul as Huber go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul will come across. First one on the Bulldogs here in the quarter. Foul will be on the aforementioned Dang just a few moments ago. It's 15-13 Rebels as Betsy Huber heads to the free throw line. Free throw attempt number 3 and 4 of the afternoon here for EKM. Free throw attempt will go long, as we'll see Anna Schlecht returning to the game, as coming out will be Libby Mathern. Mathern will check out of the contest here for the Rebels. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way for Betsy is up and in. 3 points here for Huber, and that's the margin right now with under 7 minutes to play in this first half. Bixby with it to Kadoon. Kadoon at the wing gives it back up top to Bogart, right-handed side to Bixby. Bixby at the right baseline skips it to Kadoon. Kadoon with the paint opening up for a moment. Lost it for a second. Last touch off of Edgeley Kulm Montpelier, so it'll stay Sargent County with the basketball. The officials will talk it over, and they'll say, nope, it will be last touch off of Sargent County. So turnover number 4 here for the Bulldogs, as Van Ink, Kaylee, the 5'5 freshman guard, will check in now. And a timeout on the floor for Randy Searstead will break as well. This timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. 16-13, Edgeley Kulm Montpelier on your liveevent.com.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. You can visit Bank North at banknorth.bank. That's banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. 16-13. Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier out in front right now. Ball will go on the baseline. It's a 9-0 run here for the Rebels since the 1:42 mark of the first quarter and make it an 11-0 run. Spinning, shooting, and scoring is Brummond. It's 18-13 EKM. 6:17 left here in quarter number 2. Bulldogs looking to get off that 13-point schneid right now. Bixby with the pass on the interior to Sundquist, and there's a triple team, and Brummond rips it away there from Sundquist. Right-handed side to Churland. Churland will see it now for the Rebels up the floor. Here's the Schleck jumper on the way. Three-pointer will go long. Birch, though, on the backside rebound, able to come up with it. Birch bounce pass to the high post. That'll go to in the hands of Friedenberg. As you'll see it on the back cut. New still getting there defensively as her and alongside with Barch collide. Ball will go out of play, and it's a turnover on the Rebels as Coach Rory Ency will make a quick substitution, bringing Huber alongside with Libby Mathern on the floor. Also Ellie Lloyd able to return as well here for EKM. All for Sargent County. We'll see this one with Mallory Bogart, Bixby Newstall. Also with her out there will be Chloe Bogart and alongside with Ashlyn Sundquist. So Mallory and Chloe here, sisters. Chloe the senior, Mallory the freshman, both getting a run. Bixby at the right-handed side. Emma Bixby looking for the crossover. Able to take a little rub screen, gives this one down the hands of Mallory. Bogart takes it to the left-hand side of Bixby here. Bixby with a jumper from 13. Call that more of a runner. Libby Mathern with her 5th rebound up the floor. This one goes off the window, no good by Churland. Ball to play, and it will end up with Sargent County. Good job by Emma Bixby just to be annoying enough on the attempt there. As quickly coming back in is going to be Friedenberg. Make sure you stay tuned to our halftime show. Take a look at the first half numbers. Get you ready for the boys game. That and more are still to come. 18-13 right now in favor of EKM. The Rebels defense been awfully efficient here to start this second quarter. Little flex screen. Sundquist will see this one underneath the rim. Double kick. Here it goes now to Bixby. Jumper on the way. 3! Got it to go. Emma Bixby with the first made field goal here for the Bulldogs in this second quarter. She's got 7 to lead the floor now for Sargent County. This one goes in the front court for the Rebels. Now all of a sudden it's back to a one-possession game. Huber for the answer at 3. This one will go along backside board on the way to Libby Mathern. That's her 6th. And we'll have a foul or a jump. We'll have a foul here as this one will come across on Chloe Bogart. That'll be her first. Team second of the quarter. You have 1 on the Rebels, 2 so far, the Bulldogs. Carly Cadoon and Lee are able to return for Sargent County. Well, quickly you'll see Birch back into the game here for Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier. 1 timeout taken for the Bulldogs, all 5 remaining for Rory Ency's club. As Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier looking to get it in before a 5 count, they do. Quickly now to Huber here. Huber will see this one to the wing as it'll go to Ellie Lloyd on the skip into the Bulldog bench, and a turnover on the Rebels. They have 6 turnovers today. Sargent County so far with 5. Both teams with 13 points in the first quarter of play. Now it's 18-16 here in the second. Cadoon, left-handed side, finds it to Lee. Lee coming across. There's a double on the way for Birch, and we'll have a tie-up, and the arrow will make its way towards towards Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier. You could hear Rory Ency calling out the play immediately once it went to the wing, and he saw that elbow-to-elbow screen for the post players. Zone full court pressure defense for the Bulldogs. Birch will see this in the front court, using up that dribble, looking for Mather. Nothing there now to Huber. Huber at the wing, looking for the short corner here. Bulldogs collapse on the double as this one goes to Birch. Birch on the interior, now at the left wing, taking a drive. This one will go for Mather, and there's a foul. Kadun or Lee will be part of the guilty party here. And regardless, there'll be 2 free throws here for Libby Mathern, who's 1 of 2 from the free throw line so far this afternoon. Lily Lee picks up her first and the team's third. Free throw attempt is up, and it's good. Mathern now with 6 points in the game. Also with 6 rebounds, working on a double-double performance here for the 5'9 senior. Second right-handed toss will rattle out, no good. Carly Kadun gets her second board of the contest. Kadun 3 points and 2 rebounds. Bixby right wing back to Carly here. Carly will step into a three-pointer. This one will go short off the iron. Good box out as Bixby's going to get tabbed with the foul. That'll be her first, the team's fourth, after the box out opportunity for Jalen Birch. Birch has had a nice afternoon so far. 6 points, getting the Rebels into the offense as well. Mathern up the floor. This one eventually comes in the hand of Schlecht. Schlecht will give it to Huber now. Back up top as this one will go to Birch. Birch to Mathern at the left wing. Able to skip this one. Back to Birch here at the left of the key. Birch is in a drive. Paint opens up. The lefty finishes for 2. Jalen Birch now has 8, and it's back up to a 2-possession margin. Kadun on the interior. Ball gets deflected out of play, and right now a turnover here on Sargent County. Sadie Newstill will check into the game. What's coming out will be Mallory Bogart, and right now it's a little bit of a slugfest here in this second quarter. 21-16, just over 3 minutes to play here in this second 8 minutes. Ball will get skipped to Mathern. Mathern will see this one bounce pass. That'll go to Birch. Birch will rise for a three-pointer. That'll be off the backboard, no. Long rebound out to the Rebels here with Betsy. Huber right-handed side, but it never drew iron, so the shot clock is nearing single digits. As this one will go right-handed side. Mathern gets to the free throw line. Oh, what a cut. Nice little step through off the window for 2. Libby Mathern now with 8. 23-16. It's back up to a 3-possession game for the Rebels. Lee to Newstill. Newstill on it for 2. The 18th birthday for Sadie Newstill gets in the scoring column with 18 points. How apropos here for Sargent County. Edgeley Kulm Montpelier right-handed side, and this one will be a turnover here on the Rebels. That'll be their 7th. As you'll see this one now here for EKM with Churland returning into the contest. Rebels will also full court pressure defense as Bixby. We'll see this as Bixby gets in the front court at the left wing. A little pass now to Kadun, able to skip it to Newstill. Newstill with the left-handed dribble back to Kadun at the wing. Coming off a flex cut is Bixby. Double team coming here for Bixby. Bixby finds it to Kadun. Kadun inside the paint. Jumper, no. Rebound tapped down eventually to Huber. Huber's got her 4th board. Here goes Mather. Nice crossover. Bounce pass across the paint. There's a foul by Lee. Lee will pick up her 2nd, team's 5th. Nice bounce pass by Mather, and able to find it to Birch. And Birch with a chance to get to double digits at the free throw line. 23-18. Free throw attempt is up, and it's in. In the quarter for Edgeley Kulm Montpelier, shooting 3 of 5 from the line so far. Mallory Bogart will check in for the aforementioned Lee with those 2 personal fouls. Free throw attempt number 2 upcoming. Birch. Free throw attempt is good now with 10 points here. 25-18. Rebels right now breaking the press, and they've been able to get to the free throw line, get some good looks, just like we're seeing here for the Bulldogs with Sundquist. Nice find to Newstill, to Kadun, to Sundquist, who gets fouled in the act of shooting. Foul will come across all the way. The second one on Churland. Be her 2nd, team 2nd, and Sundquist heads to the free throw line. 6 points in the game, now make it 7. She has shot all 3 free throws, and eventually the 4th upcoming here for the Bulldogs this afternoon. Brumman will check in for Churland with those 2 personal fouls, so she will head to the bench. Second one on the way here for Sundquist. Right-handed toss is good. 8 points, 4 or 4 from the free throw line for the 5'11 senior center. And the lead for the Rebels trimmed down to 5. EKM will see this. Left-handed side, Huber. Huber able to get to the baseline, back up top to Mathern. She'll shoot a three-pointer from 21 feet and bucket. Libby Mathern in double digits. Now with 11. Carly Cadoon. Cadoon sees this one around the horn to Bixby to the wing. Here's a jumper from Sundquist. Long jumper, no good. Libby corrals the miss, her 7th board. Mathern will hand a little spin move here. Gives it now to Birch. Birch to the paint, and she gets fouled. High post touch, and Jalen going right to the 10, continuing to attack. Foul will come across here on Sargent County, and this one will be on Ashlyn Sundquist, her first, and the team's 5th. Just over a minute to play in this first half. Free throw attempt for Jalen is going to be in. Able to get the shooter's roll. Anna Schlecht will check into the game as you'll see Ellie Lloyd checking out. Free throw opportunity number 2 upcoming here for Edgeley Kulm Montpelier. Next one is good as well. 8 points in the quarter for the guard here for EKM and Birch. It's up to a 10-point lead, the largest of the game, but Carly Canoon able to get her first field goal of the second quarter. She's got 5, and it's just like that back down to 8. EKM with Brumman. Gives it now to Mathern. Ball goes right-hand side to Huber. Betsy on the skip. Rebels able to see this one to Birch. Birch on the baseline. This will be a blocking foul, and we'll see free throws upcoming. Foul will be on Sadie Newstill, her 2nd, and 2 free throw attempts. I believe Jalen should head a line, and she will. Already her 5th and now 6th free throw attempt of the quarter. The junior guard. Free throw attempt is up and in. Putting a hat in for our Enbridge Energy player of the game so far is Jalen Birch for the junior guard. Again, 9 points in the quarter, 13 in the game. Newstill will check out with those 2 personal fouls. As Birch trying to make it a 10-point quarter here at the line. Free throw attempt, able to do so. Make the most of them, they're free, and it's back up to a double-digit lead here at 10. Bulldogs will see this one with Emma Bixby. Bixby taking the screen, looking for it on the interior. This one gets deflected off the hands of Huber. Trying to post up with Sundquist on the inside as Sargent County with Mallory Bogart to end the basketball. Just over a second differential between the shot clock and the game clock here. Bulldogs with Bixby at the right-handed side, guarded there by Birch. Bixby looking for the high post. This one is kicked by Jalen. As you'll see it now for Sargent County on the near sideline to inbound the basketball as they will handle it here to Bixby. Bixby at the top of the key to Bogart. Bogart at the left wing able to drive her way to the high post. Right-handed side to Chloe Bogart, now to Cadoon. Cadoon taking the screen. Jumper, three-pointer. This will be off the mark. No. Rebound for Sundquist, and just kind of ran into a couple of shoes as Birch goes the other side with the steal and score. Jalen Birch will take this one the other side of the floor, and that's how we'll end this first half of play. It's 34-22 at the half. EKM up by 12.
Hi, this is Jim, and with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moll. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
In girls basketball, the difference, the second quarter here for the visiting Edgeley Kulm Montpelier Rebels with a 21-9 second quarter against Sargent County after being tied at 13 apiece. Chase Miller with you alongside with Connor Olson running camera here today in Gwinner. 13 points again for both teams, 21 in the second for EKM, 9 points for Sargent County. Edgeley Kulm Montpelier, it's a 1-2 combination right now with Birch and Mathern as they have combined to score 27 of the 34 points here today for Edgeley Kulm Montpelier. The Rebels, 4 players in the scoring column, 9 of 12 from the free throw line with 1 made three-pointer. You have 7 turnovers, while for Sargent County so far, 4 players in the scoring column, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 threes with 8 turnovers here today for the Bulldogs. For Edgeley Kulm Montpelier, 16 points for Birch. Birch, 6 of 6 from the free throw line with 16 points, 11 points and 7 rebounds for Libby Mathern. Mathern also 2 of 4 from the stripe. 4 points for Olivia Brumman, and then 3 points for rebounds for Betsy Huber. But again, 16 for Birch and the 11 for Mathern here for Edgeley Kulm Montpelier. For Sargent County, 8 points for Ashlyn Sunquest with 4 of 4 from the free throw line as well for the Bulldogs. 5 points for Carly Cadoon, 7 points for Emma Bixby with a made three-pointer in the quarter. And Sadie Newstill on her 18th birthday got the 18th point for Sargent County. She does have 2 points. Again, Bulldogs led by the 8 of Sunquist in the Sema, the 7 from Bixby. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, preview what's to come for both Sargent County and EKM and get you ready for the boys contest at the half-in winner. Edgeley Kulm Montpelier leads it by 12 on yourliveevent.com.
A 3rd through 12th grade smart lab. Free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
At the half again here on yourliveevent.com, it is a 12-point advantage here for the Rebels of Edgeley Kulm Montpelier, led by the 16 of Jalen Birch. Couple games coming up here for EKM this week. On Tuesday and Friday, a pair of District 2 matches. On Tuesday night, they'll host the Thunder of Medina Pingree Buchanan. Then on Friday, going up against the Imperials of Napoleon Gackel Streeter. Right now, EKM on pace for a season high, their previous season high, 57 against Maple River and Kidder County. But Edgeley Kulm Montpelier again with 34.5, number 1, trying to get to 6-6 on the season with a win. Well, for the Sargent County Bulldogs, right now with 22 points, their season high 77 against South Border. But the most they've given up this year is 53 to Mayport CG back on January the 4th. It's the only team to score 50 or more points against the Bulldogs entering play here today. The Bulldogs, again, led by the 8 points of Ashlyn Sunquist. They will have Weimar Lidgewood coming up on a doubleheader on Tuesday, and then Friday make their way to Colfax for a date with the Richland Colts. It's Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier, and Sargent County. Reminder, after the conclusion of this game, give it about 20 minutes or so, and we'll get to the boys contest featuring the 6-3 Rebels and the 0-6 Bulldogs. Sargent County was scheduled to play a game last night in Tower City, but due to the weather and the winds, they postponed that game to January 30th. So the Bulldogs and the Raiders will play again on January 30th in Tower City for a basketball doubleheader. Boys were scheduled again to play yesterday in Tower City. Again, at the half, it's 34-22. Rebels out in front, back in winner with second half action next here on your LiveEvent.com.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Winter Conference 2025 is Wednesday, January 22nd at the Avalon Center in Fargo, North Dakota. You can register at planterdoc.com. Engineers, agronomists, and product experts will share insights focused on improving farm operations. Stay ahead of the curve by learning how to maximize your efficiency in the field with solutions for every season. Register for Winter Conference 2025 at planterdoc.com.
Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is your local LG Seeds and Dairyland seed dealership. They offer the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans along with alfalfa. Anderson Seed Farms is also a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred Spring Wheat Seed, which was the top grown spring wheat in North Dakota last year. If you'd like to know more about these industry-leading products, contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at 701-724-3601 or check out AndersonSeedFarms.com.
Sargent Central Public School, helping others create themselves things and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
34-22, Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier over the Sargent County Bulldogs. Chase Miller alongside Connor Olson with you here to start this second half of play in Gwinner. Rebels, little zone defense, little 1-2-2 to begin. Newstill, Bixby left in inside of Cadoon. Sundquist and Lee, the original starting five for the Bulldogs on the floor. Ball gets skipped by Lee, and good hands defensively by Schleck. Turnover number 9 here for the Bulldogs in this game. Mathern at the left wing gives this one to Huber. Huber on the baseline looking for a teammate. Sees this one now to Birch, as you also have Drummond on the floor and Schleck, their original starting five. Mathern three-pointer off the iron. Rebound here for Cadoon, and Carly Cadoon will hit the outlet. Bixby up the floor to Lee. Lee looking for one. Finds one to Cadoon. 22-footer. This will go short. Rebound here for the Rebels. Mathern with their 8th board of the contest. Rebels right-handed side of Drummond. Make that Brumman, excuse me. Birch to the left baseline. This one will go to Schleck. Schleck hands this one off now to Mathern. Mathern at the wing gives it back up top to Brumman here as Olivia looking for a teammate. Brumman will dribble to the high post to Mathern. Mathern sees a double. Couple of dribbles here at the wing. Back up top as this one will go to Huber. Left wing to Birch. Birch is in a drive. Shot will go short. Rebound here. Never drew iron. They got to get a shot off to beat the buzzer. Three-pointer's good. They got it. Libby Mathern with the triple. 14 points, 37-22. Largest lead of the game here for the Rebels. Bulldogs looking for an answer. Rebel fans making some noise here in Gwinner as Cadoon slips it to Bixby on the interior, and this one will be tapped out of bounds, and it'll stay Sargent County basketball. Sargent County right now looking for something offensively to be just a little simple, almost maybe forcing the issue at particular times here for head coach Randy Searstead, just trying to find a little rhythm right now. Cadoon at the wing, able to skip it to Sundquist. Sundquist will see this one, but there's good help side defense, and that's been the story of the game here for the Rebels. As able to come away with it is Jalen Birch. Birch with 16 points. Mathern at the wing, able to get by Lee, makes her way to the paint. Cadoon goes straight up, and then this one eventually gets taken away by Sundquist. Right now for Sargent County, just looking to see something go through that cylinder. Mathern will give it to the right wing, now to Lee. Lee interior to Bixby. Bixby able to spin a couple of times, bounce pass to Newstill, and there's a block shot. Newstill will continue with the basketball. She hits the deck, and then eventually you'll see a foul here for Olivia as both Olivia and Sadie hit the deck. The foul will be on Brumman. That'll be her second, the team's first of the quarter, and reset the shot clock here for Sargent County. But the Rebels, again, going back to that help side defense, they've done a good job. If it's been a post player to get the ball on the block, you're seeing that double team come immediately, packing the paint right now as Bixby able to slip it on the inside to Cadoon off the window. Shot no. Rebound for Sundquist. This one is still loose, and we'll see it eventually go to the Rebels. The Rebels will see this with Betsy Huber. Bounce pass across the paint off the window. Good for two. As the Rebels finish with 2 points here with Anna Schlecht in transition. And the Rebels are wadding this game up at 17 points here as we're nearing the midway point of the third quarter. And we'll see an offensive foul here on Sargent County. This will be an offensive foul on Lee. That'll be her third, team's first of the quarter. Substitution as Mallory Bogart will check in here for Sargent County. 39-22 with 5:24 left to play here in this third quarter. As Edgeley Kulm Montpelier, if you're a Rebel fan right now, this is the moment of a game. You get up by 17. You try to put Sargent County away from a puncher's chance. Jumper by Huber will go short. This one will go out of bounds and last be touched by Betsy Huber. How much can you balloon this lead if you're a Rebel fan right now? Well, if you're Sargent County, still got enough time. You're down by 17 to see if you can get this one down to 10, maybe a single digits before the quarter. Give yourself a better chance going to the final 8 minutes of play. Ball will go left-handed side here for the Bulldogs. So Mallory Bogart back up top to Cadoon. Cadoon at the right-handed side to Bixby. They're fronting Sundquist on the interior. Sundquist relief pressure now on the baseline. Sundquist on the drive looking for the reversal shot. No, Newstill nearly got the offensive rebound. The Rebels will see it here with Turlin, though, as EKM at Anna Schlecht. Left-handed side with it goes Libby Mathern. Mathern able to spin on the inside. Shot from 10 rattling out. No rebound here for the Rebels. And Huber was stepping out of bounds. Betsy Huber, though, was able to get the loose ball for a moment. Since the first quarter, Sargent County held to 9 points. And again, they have yet to score here in this third quarter of play. Ball goes right-hand side to Cadoon. Cadoon at the right wing, little jab step. Cadoon jumper from 3. That'll go off the mark, and we'll see a foul with Mathern and Sundquist on the deck. Libby will get called for her second, team second of the quarter. And if you're Sargent County, trying to see if you can get to the free throw line, get a drive, something to the rim that we've seen the Rebels been able to do a handful of times here in this contest against the Bulldogs. Able to switch the screen. Ball will go left-handed side to Bixby. Good cut by Newstill. Foul will be on the floor here on the back. Anna Schlecht will get tabbed with the foul. Her first and the team's third, so the next foul will be the last one the Rebels have to give. And if you're Sargent County, maybe it's about getting to the free throw line here and trying to get some easy tosses. Cadoon trying to get open. They give it to Sundquist. Sundquist with the skip. That'll go to Newstill. Sadie with a couple of dribbles now to Mallory Bolgart. Bolgart at the right wing. Bolgart with it back to Cadoon. Three-pointer here at the top of the key. That'll be short rebound for Libby, and there's a foul on Sargent County on the reach. As you'll see this foul here on the Bulldogs, it'll be on Newstall, her third, team second. And Libby with 9 rebounds in the game. Substitution coming out will be Anna Schlecht here for the Rebels. And then we'll see a media timeout on the floor. We'll break with them. 3:59 left to play in the third.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Nice crowd here today in Gwinner. It is near capacity here. Taking a look at the fans that are packed in and across the way on the stage here in Gwinner. As the Edgeley Montpelier Rebels right now with that 17-point lead as we continue play here. Bixby got her hand on the ball once and twice, and Bixby will get the steal. Bixby across the way. Here goes Sundquist. Right-handed layup for 2. First field goal of the half here for Sargent County. They're back in this one with a field goal to make it 15. Active hands defensively leads to a transition bucket. That helps when you offense just can't get rolling. And speaking of rolling, that one rolls off the iron by Huber. Coming up with a steal is Carly Cadoon, or the rebound, that is her fourth. Cadoon here at the top of the key, slips it on the interior, but getting back and hitting the deck is Brumman here, and Brumman slow to get up. Just kind of maybe got an inadvertent elbow almost from her own teammate. Shot here will be deflected by Birch's attempt from Cadoon. Ball will be out of play and stay with the Rebels. Rebels will make a substitution here as Ellie Lloyd, also with Fredenberg, Emily coming into the game. Rebels on the inbounds, open baseline. Brumman, she'll step into a deep two-pointer, and Olivia buries that one. Rebels necessarily haven't had a great third quarter in terms of offense, but when you limit your team, your opposition to 2 points, 7 points feels like a lot in the quarter. Cadoon with the paint opening up for the first time really for Carly for most of this game. Upside defense a little late there for Jalen Birch. She'll pick up her first, team's fourth, and Cadoon led to the free throw line for her first free toss of the afternoon. Rebels match their largest lead of the game here at 17. Cadoon free throw attempt is up and in. That was 6 points. Second one on the way here for Carly. Sometimes for any particular shooter, just got to get to the free throw line, see one or two go down, and see if that can be something that is a catalyst for the team for later on. As Betsy Huber is able to return as Mathern will check out here. 15 points, the Rebels with the advantage. Sargent County coming in just averaging 52 a game, but defensively only giving up 34 points per contest. Ball will go right-handed side. This one to Lloyd. Back up top now to Brumman. Brumman will step into a three-pointer, top of the key. Rainbow three. Rattling out rebound here, tapped out. This one will go to Emma Bixby. Bixby will see this to Cadoon. Cadoon ripping it through. Cadoon jumper from 15. That'll be off the iron rebound, though. Good hustle defense from Mallory Bolgart, but then she was stepping out on the end line, and a turnover here for Sargent County. 2:22 left to play in the third quarter. Is Mathern able to return into the game? As checking out, he will be Brumman for the Rebels. Boys game still to come. We'll have a modified post-game show with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our Agassi Precision Egg Play the contest as well. Rebels will see this one now to Ellie Lloyd. Ball goes to the high post. That'll be to Fredenberg, and there's a steal and a turnover. Going the other side of the floor goes Bixby. Bixby off the window, good for two. Emma Bixby scoring every quarter. She's got 9. Bulldogs back within 13. Inching a little bit closer here for Sargent County. It was 12 points at the half with Edgeley Kulm Montpelier up. Ball goes on the right-handed side of the baseline as this will go to Huber. Huber able to spin on Bogart. High post deflected by Sundquist. Rebels will see this one. Huber able to reverse pivot to Mathern. Mathern at the wing. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ball gets skipped. 3-pointer the way for Birch. And Jalen buries it. 19 on the night. Scored in every quarter, and the Rebels able to answer here against this Bulldog team. Bixby, right-handed side. Cadoon will come up with it now. Carly at the right wing. Cadoon able to spin her way. Jumper from 10, and Cadoon got it to go. Cadoon now with 9, and both teams trading some buckets now in the latter part of this third. Rebels with Libby Mathern. Libby, bounce pass, right-handed side. That'll go to Ellie Lloyd. Back to Mathern. Mathern here at the top, the key to Birch. Birch trying to get by Cadoon, unable to do so. Looking for Mathern here. Mathern, bounce pass. Nice little find on the interior. There it is. Betsy Huber now with 5. Give the assist to Mathern. You get to the high post. Good things can happen. It's back to 16 points. Bixby walking the ball up the floor here, sets it up against this Rebel pressure, looking for Sundquist, lost it with their left hand and a turnover for the Bulldogs. That's their 5th of the quarter. Rebels will see this with Birch, right-handed side to the baseline of Lloyd. Now it goes to Huber here. Huber gets walled off, gives it back up top to Birch. Birch able to continue to dribble back to Huber here on this zone. As you'll see it on the interior, the Rebels get a shot. No, ball will be tapped out of play, and it will stay with EKM. Libby Mathern with the miss, but able to stay with it. As you'll see this on the baseline here. As you'll see the Rebels to inbound the basketball, as they will see this one with Betsy Huber. Huber looking for a teammate, finds one there to Anna Schleck, leaves it now to Mathern. Mathern at the left wing with it on the skip pass, goes to Brumman. Ball back up top here for the Rebels to Huber. It's on the deck with 8 seconds. Turnover on the Rebels. We'll see this one now to Bixby with 3 seconds. Bixby with 2. Bixby on the baseline to beat the horn. Can't get the shooter's roll, and that's how we'll end our third quarter of play. 46-30 in favor of Edgeley Kulm Montpelier.
Your home for the North Dakota District 1 basketball tournaments is yourliveevent.com.
Up by 1, bounce pass inside Cadoon. Cadoon takes the ball screen, jumper from 14, got it to go.
The girls tournament tips on Friday, February 14th from Valley City State University. Boys tournament gets underway on Friday, February 28th at the North Dakota State College of Science.
Hand off now to Rayshawn. Earl takes the ball screen, left wing. Earl, dribble, pullback, 3 on the way, nothing but twine.
That's the District 1 basketball tournaments on yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
High school basketball here today on yourliveevent.com. $46-30 here on our winner, as right now Edgeley Kulm Montpelier trying to come away with the road victory and get to 6-6 on the season if this result can hold. Left-handed side goes to Churlin. Churlin with it on the skip pass. It'll go to Brumman. Brumman will see it at the right wing. Free throw line extended. Double team comes, and the Rebels turn the ball over. Sargent County's done that a handful of times today. The 12th turnover against the Rebels. Bounce pass to Lee. Nice little triangle offense to Bogart here. Bixby sees it at the right wing. Rebels switching on the screen up top. Up and on the interior to Cadoon. Cadoon spinning from 7 feet. Shot no. Rebound Lee. Putback can't get it to go. It's still loose, and Mathern will come away with it. There's your double-double on the way. Other side of the floor, Mathern gets fouled then as Libby heads to the free throw line. Libby 14 points, 10 rebounds in the game. Sargent County with the foul. That'll be their first of the quarter. And this one goes with Sadie Newstill. That'll be her 4th. Free throw opportunity here for the Rebels is up, and that'll go long. Rebels with Jalen Birch able to return. Also, Ashlyn Sundquist as Newstall and alongside with Cherlin will step out. 46-30, free throw attempt on the second one here for Libby will rattle in. 1 of 2 now with 15 points. Edgeley Kulm up, Montpelier 10 of 14 from the free throw line, and the Rebels right now have this lead up back to 17. Bixby left-handed side of Cadoon. Cadoon at the wing with it between the cylinders now. The Bogart gives it to Bixby, slip pass to Cadoon. There's 4 players coming in on the double and make it the quadruple team. As you will see, Anna Schlecht with the foul. That'll be her second in the team's first of the fourth quarter. You can tell with Rory Ency's club just packed the paint against the Sargent County team, especially when number 22 Cadoon has a three-pointer no. Rebound tapped out. It will be Sargent County with the basketball. And where the time of the game is and how many more possessions you're going to get, Sargent County can really now nearly ill afford to have multiple empty possessions in a row. They need something to get to the free throw line or something to go on that cylinder right now. There's a bounce pass. Lee will get it off the backboard. Got it. That'll help. Lee with her first field goal of the afternoon. Bulldogs back to 15. All full court pressure defense. Bulldogs trying to see if they can turn the Rebels over here. Birch able to dribble out of some pressure to the baseline. Now back up top to Huber as they reverse it to Mathern. Mathern at the left wing, and we'll see a traveling violation called on Libby. You get one field goal, can you get another from the Bulldog perspective, and how quickly can you trim it to single digits? If you're Edgeley Kulm Montpelier, you do have a nice little breathing room here up by 15 points, and time is on your side. You want that to keep on ticking. Lee at the right wing. Lee will see this one. They're nearly face guarding Cadoon. Sundquist able to step through off the window for 2. Back-to-back field goals here for the Bulldogs, who are back within 13. If you're going to face guard Cadoon, players like Sundquist will have more opportunities like that on the block. Ball goes on the baseline. Here's a nice little rip through by Mathern. Shot no. Rebound comes down to Lee. Good attempt there by Libby. As you'll see this, right-handed side to Bixby. Bixby at the right wing, able to make her way to the baseline inside Cadoon. Cadoon turnaround jumper. That'll go long. Backside board by Birch. Birch will see it now as Birch gets her second board. Right-handed side Mathern. Mathern at the wing, gives it now the right-hand side to Schlecht. High post, Huber, shot no off the front iron, and coming up with it will be Lee in a foul. Drummond will pick up her third. Lee will get her fourth rebound, and at the 5:30 mark right now, you just feel this momentum slowly going over to Sargent County. Then again, with the score and the time, how much more time do the Bulldogs need here with 5:30 left in this fourth quarter to try to mount a comeback? Ball will go right wing. Here goes Bixby now between the circles. Bixby will handle this one off now to Cadoon. Cadoon will give this now to Mallory Bogart. Bogart back to Bixby. Open three-pointer from the wing. Got it to go. Second made 3 for Bixby, and it's a 7-0 run for Sargent County, and a timeout here on the floor for Rory Ency's club. And they're saying, how quickly can you get it to single digits? Well, they got it to 10. It's a 10-point margin here in the fourth on your liveevent.com.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Broadcasting today from the Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth, 47-37 here in Gwinner. The Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth is your small-town bank and big-time partner with Stock Growers Bank mobile app. Experience banking at your fingertips anytime, anywhere. Bank near so you can go far with Stock Growers Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender serving the Sargent County and the surrounding communities here in Gwinner. 47-37. Edgeley Kulm Montpelier had a 47-34 lead at one point. It was up to 17, but right now it was at 39-22 in the fourth quarter again. And all of a sudden the Bulldogs back within 10 points, chasing the game a little bit. Full court pressure defense. Mathern sees this. As this will go into the front court. Mathern goes into a double, and we're going to get a foul. Foul will come across on Sargent County. Kadoon will pick up her second, team second. Randy Searstead not liking the call on the far sideline, thinking it was more all ball, but when you swipe down at the ball sometimes, barring how the official sees it, able to give that one a foul on Kadoon. Both teams have 2 fouls remaining, ball out of play, and this one will be last touch here from Sargent County. Next jump ball will favor the Bulldogs here. Timeout on the floor again for Rory Ency. Not too happy after that last timeout. So he will burn too quickly here. We'll keep it here. Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. They've been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. Go to banknorth.bank today. That's Bank North, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So far in the quarter, 1 point here for Edgeley Kulm. Montpelier coming by a free throw of Libby Mathern. Well, it's been 7 points for Sargent County, a 3 by Bixby, a 2 by Lee, and a 2 by Sundquist here, as Sargent County is outscoring EKM 7-1 in the quarter. Tied at 13 after 1. It was a 12-point lead at the half for Edgeley Kulm Montpelier, and a 16-point lead after 3 here for the Rebels. 4:51 to play. What is becoming a little bit more tighter of a ball game as this one is rolled on here in the fourth. Birch in the front court. Mathern at the wing gives this one up top to Huber to the baseline. Now it goes to Schlecht. Schlecht back up top to Mathern, who curl hopped into it, and a turnover. So she took the basketball, hopped backwards, but she never dribbled. If you hop and dribble, then you're fine, but when you never dribble, there's a turnover, and that one's starting to mount now. 14 turnovers, but it does allow the Rebels, because it's not in transition, to reset. Bixby gives this one to Kadoon. Kadoon will handle it now in this weaving action to Bogart. Bogart taking the screen, looking inside for Sundquist. Paint opens up off the window, and Sundquist missing the layup. Opportunity nicely drawn up there for Randy Searstead's club. Just can't finish, as you will see it now the other side of the floor. Huber at the wing gives this one up top to Mathern. Mathern will handle it now for the Rebels. Rebels, right-handed side. Here's a three-pointer on the way for Olivia. Shot no. Rebound on the inside, and Anna Schlecht will come away with it. And Schlecht lost it to Mathern here, and then we'll see a foul on the floor. Bixby with her second, team's third, and what this can do if you're Edgeley Kulm Montpelier, you can start looking at the clock and playing the possession game a little bit here if you can. As we're going to get a blood timeout as Libby Mathern got scraped and probably got an elbow to the up top here as blood is on the floor, so they will have to take a look at it here, as you could tell from the reactions from the fans saying there's some blood on the face of Libby, and that's a tough one now if you're Rory Ency's club, having your senior leader, one of your leaders with 15 points, a double-double performance here on the bench, and they're going to have to take a look at this one and clean up the blood here in Gwinner. We'll take a quick pause, 47-37 as they're on the floor here. Back after this on yourliveevent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Hi, this is Jim, and with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country, visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moher. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
So 4:02 left to play here in the fourth quarter as they're going to tend to Mathern on the far side. You've seen Ice Pack coming you see some other stuff here as Rory Ency, the assistant coaches as well, making sure everything is good on the far side here for the Rebels with Alan Olson and company. A lot of the pressure and attention going right now to Libby. Also, Ashlyn Sundquist is changing numbers after she had some blood on her jersey. So Sundquist goes from 41 to now 43 here for the Sargent County Bulldogs, and it kind of allows everybody to regain their composure and reset here with 4:02 left in the fourth quarter at 47 to 37. I was just talking it over of where the inbound will be from the baseline. It's Sargent County will be playing some defense as they go back to a 2-3 zone to inbound the basketball here for the Rebels. They give this one to Huber. Huber back up top. This will go to Birch. Birch and Mathern kind of been the 1-2 combination today. Ball will go right-handed side to Churlin as she gives it now to Huber. Huber back up top looking for Brumman. Brumman's been a nice option with 6 points. Brumman using up that dribble looking for a cutter. Right-hand side to Churlin. Churlin will handle it at the high post. There's a turnover. Carly Cadoon with a Saturday afternoon stroll for 2. And a timeout here for head coach Randy Searstead. Cadoon now with 11. It's back to 8 at 47 to 39. And Libby Mathern with 15 points and 10 rebounds here, getting a 10-2 on the far side, and where she kind of came across with the cuts. Obviously, they're applying some pressure just above her left eyebrow up top, and she is taking a look and getting a 10-2 here for the Rebels. But with her off the floor right now for Rory Ency's team, how can you bleed the last 3.5 minutes of clock time here and try to come away with a road victory? Well, for the Bulldogs, you got to take full advantage. Be the same thing of a Cadoon if Bixby went out for Sargent County and you flipped it. If you're EKM, you got to take full advantage of the situation. Timeout here for Randy Searstead's club. Both teams with 3 remaining. 3 team fouls for the Bulldogs, 2 for the Rebels. Full court pressure defense. You'll see it with Huber. Huber up the floor, gives this one to Churlin. Churlin with it, and it's a turnover. Bixby will come with it now. Sargent County's got numbers. It's a 5-on-4, and there's a reach. Jalen Birch will get called for her foul. That'll be the team's 3rd and her 2nd. As Mathern's going to get taped up and looking like a boxing fighter coming out on this game. Taped up and almost looks like a mixture of a headband, as they're going to make sure that she's okay. She's got blood on her jersey, so now Mathern will also have to switch jerseys here. So Mathern will go from 24, and she will come in, and Alyssa Brumman's number will eventually go to Libby Mathern here. She will wear number 4. As right now, Libby Mathern kind of looks like she got into a demolition derby a little bit, able to tape her back up and get her back out there for the Rebels. That's a big get here for Rory Ency's club. Sundquist is passed across the paint. Turnover here on Sargent County. That'll be their 14th. And Mathern wearing number 4 now, season in the front court. Huber will see an over and back or make that a traveling violation. For a second, thought it was over and back, but the official called a traveling violation here. Bulldogs very much in it. Just need a field goal to make it 2 possessions and apply the pressure a little bit more here for EKM. They've scored 1 point here in the quarter for Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier. Bounce pass up top to Cadoon. Able to slip this one out of Bixby. Bixby on the interior. This goes to Sundquist. Sundquist on the baseline. Sundquist looking for a teammate, and Sundquist will get called for the foul. Able to get the steal was Birch. Sundquist will get tabbed for the foul. That'll be her 2nd and the team's 4th. And that's one thing that the Rebels have done really well today. Lee, Sundquist, or Cadoon, if they get something at the block, the double team is coming immediately. Rebels will see this as this one will go to Huber up the floor. Birch on the interior. EKM slips a pass, but this will be a turnover here on the Rebels. And something for Rory Ency, obviously not going to like too much in terms of where the time is, the score is, and also you give the ball back to Sargent County with a chance to cut into this deficit yet again. Bixby to Cadoon. Cadoon weaving their way to Mallory Bogart. Bogart able to give it back to Bixby here. Bixby taking the screen. Cadoon posting up on the inside, trying to get the basketball as Carly. Here's a double lead jumper from 17. Got it to go. Timeout on the floor for Randy Searstead. It's a full timeout. We'll break with them. 2:13 left in Gwinner. Don't go anywhere. Rebels with the ball up by 6 when we return.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
47-41, Edgeley Kulm Montpelier out in front here against the Sargent County Bulldogs on YourLiveEvent.com. Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North, their trusted financial partner. See what values-based banking can do for you at banknorth.bank. And again, it's banknorth.bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. 47-41. Bulldogs right now down by 6, but inching their way a little bit closer. 11 points in the quarter for Sargent County, 1 point for Edgeley Kulm Montpelier. They did have to play about a minute and a half just with, by the time they attended to the floor with some of the blood spots that were on the floor with Libby Mathern and seeing a couple of timeouts taken. So Libby Mathern right now in the game again here for the Rebels. Double team comes. Birch with the bounce pass here to Huber. Huber sees it up the floor now to Mathern. Back to Birch as we reach the 2-minute mark. Birch into a double, finds it to Mathern. Mathern will see this one. Sargent County being really aggressive up top, trying to get a steal. Here's a jumper from 10 feet. That'll go long. Rebound tapped out eventually, though, to EKM. Birch will come up with it as they will see this. Birch to the paint. Birch throwing it off. The shot, no. Rebound here on the inside, and there's going to be a foul. Able to see this one. Sadie Newstill also getting a new number here. She's now to 21. Able to come up with it. Foul will be on Anna Schlecht, her third, team's fourth. So both teams from here on out in the bonus for the remainder of this quarter. Sargent County right-handed side weaving their way to Newstill. Newstill on the wing gives it to Bixby here. Bixby at the right wing. Bixby looking for it up and over in the pass to Lee. Lee lost it on a bounce and a turnover here on Sargent County. Turnover on the Bulldogs. 1:24 remaining here. Can Edgeley Kulm Montpelier hold on and not score a field goal in this quarter is the question, the way this one is going. Rebels will see a foul here with Lee. Lee will commit her fourth, team's fifth, and 2 free throws. Maybe not the person in terms of her ability to score here today, as Birch has 19 points wide of the free throw line. EKM 10 of 14 from the stripe. Free throw attempt is up, and it's good. Birch now 7 of 7 from the line. More importantly, the first one made it a 3-possession game. Free throw attempt number 2 is halfway down. No rebound, but out of bounds here for the Rebels with Huber. So ball will go back to Sargent County. Still got time. 1 minute and 19 seconds left here for the Bulldogs. But now you can ill afford an empty possession, and if you're Randy Searsted's club, you might have to start going in the foul game, whether you make it or not on this possession, as Kadoon was looking for a give and go. The underhanded pass to Bixby and a timeout here for Randy Searsted's club with 73 seconds to play to set up the full court pressure defense. 48-41 Rebels with the ball when we come back. (48-41) Edgeley Kulm Montpelier out in front here over the Sargent County Bulldogs. EKM with the win would get to 6-6 on the season. Sargent County, they could come back and force overtime or possibly still win it here in regulation. They would improve to 9-3 on the season. Boys game is coming up after the conclusion of this one. Give it about 20 minutes or so, looking closer to 2:45-ish, maybe even 3 o'clock, depending on how long this lasts. 73 seconds takes. 3 timeouts left for the Rebels. Bulldogs do have one. Full court press. This one goes to Brumman. Double team now to Mathern in the backcourt. Mathern will see this one up the floor now to Huber. Huber at the wing gives it now to Birch. Birch with the bounce pass on the interior. There's a foul. Anna Schlecht to the free throw line for the 5'7" junior guard. Foul comes on Mallory Bogart. That'll be her first. And 2 free throws here for the Rebels. Free throw opportunity upcoming here for Anna. As you could hear a pin drop here in Gwinner. As it's silent. 3 points here for Schlecht. EKM now leads it by 8 points. Free throw opportunity number 2 upcoming. Is up and in. Schlecht goes 2 of 2 from the line. It's 50-41 right now. Bulldogs with Bixby. Gives this one out to Cadoon. Cadoon here, 3-pointer on the way. Off the iron, no. Mathern underneath, and there's going to be a foul, and Lee is going to foul out of this game. Lily Lee will pick up her 5th, 4 points, 4 rebounds on the afternoon. Mathern will head to the free throw line, where so far today she's 3 of 6. Randy Searstead will have to make a substitution here, as Sundquist will check in as Mathern heads to the line. The Rebels have scored 4 points in the quarter, all from the free throw line. Here for Edgeley, Kulm, Montpelier. Well, for the Sargent County Bulldogs, 11 points in the 4th. Mathern free throw attempt is good. Timeout on the floor here for Rory Ency's club with 50 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. We'll keep it here. Mathern again looking like she's been through a welterweight heavy match. 51-41. These two teams know each other quite well from what happened last year, meeting in the Region 1 championship at the Jamestown Civic Center. EKM, though, a season ago finished runners-up at state, while for Sargent County, they would finish 3rd place over Bowman County last year at the Jamestown Civic Center. Rebels head by the 20 points of Birch, the double-double of Mathern of 16 and 10. For the Sargent County Bulldogs, led by the 12 points of Emma Bixby and the 12 points of Ashlyn Sundquist. Cadoon with 11 here in this contest. As EKM right now with 51 points. Came in 0-6 when scoring 53 or less. Sargent County 0-3 when scoring 53 points or less in their own right. As free throw attempt upcoming here for Libby. Trying to get to 17 points on the afternoon. And the free throw is good. Give credit to the Rebels. They had the most of their free throw attempts here in this quarter. 6 of 8 from the stripe. They lead it by 11. Bixby taking the screen. Bixby getting to the wing. Pops the pass. And Mathern comes away with a steal. Mathern will see this one up the floor to Schlecht. Schlecht with an across the paint, off the window, no. Rebound tapped out. This one will be last touch off of Sargent County. So it'll be off the Bulldogs here with 33.5 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Rebels to inbound the basketball as they do. Rebels don't have to shoot as the shot clock is turned off. Ball will go right-handed side. Sargent County's going to have to foul. If they don't, Rebels can just bleed the clock away. Ball will go right wing. Birch will see this here at the wing. Birch will dribble it back out right now, and the Rebels continue to milk the clock to Mathern. And the Bulldogs will not commit a foul. And Edgeley Kulm Montpelier will pick up the win here today on the road, and in doing so, improve to 6-6 on the season by a final of 52-41 will be the final here today inside Gwinner, as Edgeley Kulm Montpelier again picks up the 11-point win. Edgeley Kulm Montpelier led by Birch with 20 points, the 17 with Mathern, and the double-double. Again, Sargent County led by the 12 of Sundquist and the 12 of Bixby. Sargent County drops to 8-4 on the season here with the loss. Post-game show is coming up next here on YourLiveEvent.com.
At North Sargent School, we believe in empowering students for a bright future. From our caring teachers and innovative programs to our focus on academic excellence and community involvement, North Sargent is where students thrive. With small class sizes and personalized attention, we ensure every student gets the support they need to succeed, both in the classroom and beyond. Proud to be a part of our growing community, we're shaping tomorrow's leaders today. North Sargent School, preparing learners today to thrive in the future.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
Again, your final 52-41. Edgeley Kulm Montpelier picks up the win as we take a look at the final numbers here in this one and get to our player of the game as well and play the contest. Our player of the game here brought to you in part by Enbridge. Life takes energy. Go to enbridge.com for career opportunities. The 1-2 combination play, 37 points in this game between Jalen Birch and Libby Mathern here today. Those two are our Enbridge Energy players of the game as they score, again, 37 of the 52 points here in this one for Edgeley Kulm Montpelier. Picking up a road victory in winner. Our Agassiz Precision Egg play the contest. The free throw line for the Rebels. They got there 20 times and they buried 15 of them. They go 6 of 8 in the fourth quarter. Our Agassiz Precision Egg play the contest is the free throw line, again going 15 of 20 from the stripe. Edgeley Kulm Montpelier, your local precision planting dealer. Agassiz Precision Egg in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. The play of the game, the free throw line, where the Rebels can go 15 of 20. Sargent County, they go 6 of 6, but that plus 14 attempts and plus 11 or plus 9 in terms of makes the difference realistically once you just take a look at some of the minor details in this contest. From there, our final numbers here for Edgeley Kulm Montpelier, as the Rebels would finish with 20 points for Jalen Birch. Birch also goes 7 of 8 from the free throw line with 3 rebounds. Libby Mathern with 17 points, 10 boards. Mathern in this game able to go in this one 5 of 8 from the stripe. 6 points then for Olivia Brumman. 5 points and 7 boards for Betsy Huber, and 4 points for Anna Schleck, 2 of 2 from the line, but again, Birch with 20. Sargent County led by the 12 points of Emma Bixby with 2 made threes. The 12 points of Ashlyn Sundquist. She goes 4 of 4 shooting from the line. Carly Cadoon with 11 points, 2 of 2 from the stripe. 4 points then for Lily Lee and 4 rebounds, and C.D. Newstill finishes with 2 points here today for the Sargent County Bulldogs. Bulldogs dropped to 8-4 on this season. They will play next in their doubleheader against the Warbirds of Weimar-Lidgerwood on Tuesday with the boys. Well, for Edgeley Kulm Montpelier, they will play next against Medina Pinger Buchanan. That'll be on Tuesday. Hosting, again, will be the Rebels. Rebels at 6-6 in the season. Sargent County drops to 8-4. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll put a bow on this one next here from Gwinner.
The Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars chapter is a nonprofit foundation that supports academic success in the community. The mission is to mobilize the community on behalf of post-secondary education success for the students. Dollars for Scholars chapters help hometown students achieve their educational goals by raising scholarship funds, establishing endowments, and more. For more information, scan the QR code on screen or stop by the Sargent Central School District. This game is brought to you in part by Farmers Union Insurance, David Bergman Agency.
Sargent Central Public School, helping others create themselves things and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Again, your final here in girls basketball today on YourLiveEvent.com. 52-41, the Edgeley Kulm Montpelier Rebels pick up the visiting road victory here today, and they've won now their three-game winning streak was snapped, that is, against Lamar Litchfield Marion back on Thursday, but they've won 4 out of 5, and the Rebels now taking a couple of games against some District 1 competition with Maple River and Edgeley Kulm Montpelier here today with Sargent County as well. First win for the Rebels when they score under 53 points, just underneath it here at 52. Well, for the Sargent County Bulldogs, they dropped to 8-4, and now they're 2-4 in their last 6 games here for Sargent County, as they will try to get back on the winning track a little bit later on Tuesday. We'll take our final break. When we come back after this, we'll hear from the player and the coach here for the Rebels. That's next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
As we come back here on our post-game conversation, join us, part of our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game conversation, again with the Edgeley Kulm Montpelier Rebels. Jalen Birch able to finish with 20 points, able to go 7 of 8 from the free throw line as well, and a three-pointer in the third. Jalen, congratulations on the win first. Number 2, a scrappy game here today in Gwinner. You knew probably it was going to be that way. What did you see from your team to come away with a 4-quarter road victory here today?
We just kind of came together. We kept telling each other that we just have to work together, relax, and play as a team.
Able to see Libby with a double-double, 17 points, 10 rebounds. She gets a little, scrape. She gets bandaged up. What does it mean to see her to come off the bench after, getting a little banged up and finishing the last 2.5 minutes of play? What did that kind of do for the team?
I think it was really motivating to see her come back after something like that, and it just helped everyone else realize, we're okay, we're still in this, and finish it out. Able
to win your 4th out of your last 5 games here. You're back to 500. What's been working for this team the last couple weeks to get you back to where you can be an opportunity to keep getting some wins when you get back to district play on Tuesday and Friday upcoming here?
We've really been working on moving our offense. We kind of get stagnant sometimes, but we've been working on getting those cuts and backdoor looks, and it's been working for us.
As you move forward here, Jalen, what's one thing you want to see from your team before you get to that district tournament? Obviously, you want to pick up some wins and be the highest seed you can in district play, but what do you want to see from your team before you kind of get to the postseason here just under a month?
I think I want to see everyone just kind of relax when things get tough like we did today. Just continue working on stuff like that.
Jalen, congratulations on the win. Best of luck moving forward.
Thank you.
Again, our Dakota Heritage Bank player interview here with the Edgeley Kulm Montpelier Rebels, the junior guard in Jalen Birch. We'll take a quick break and hear from the head coach next for EKM.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
Again, that is our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game conversation. 52-41, Rebels with the win here on YourLiveEvent.com. About 10 minutes away from the Waves tip here in Gwinner.